Hey everybody, I'm going to be showing you how to set up a stereo effect chain, true stereo, keeping left and right separate, through the Multistomp here. There are a couple of caveats that we'll get into as we go, but just for a quick overview of what I've got going on, I've got my guitar going into an ABY box, splitting it between an American sound and an AC tone, both from Joyo, both amp in a box kind of things, makes direct recording this pretty easy for me. So American sound on the left, AC tone on the right. So if I turn off the American sound, you'll only hear the AC tone on the right. And vice versa. All right. Now, let's zoom into the Multistomp here and see what we've got going on. Okay. So the first effect we need is something that comes from the Zoom Effects Manager 2 third-party software. It's a third-party effect block. It's very useful for this. It's set up to do exactly this stereo split. It's the divide by zero. So it needs to be first in the chain. And we need to set it up so that our first set of effects only affects the left channel. And we do that simply by turning the right channel off. So now if I play something, we only hear the left. Makes sense. So let's add our effect to the left channel. Let's say we want a delay. No, actually, let's make it an octave effect. Let's make it interesting. Sure, bass octave. Well, now that's in the middle there. So what do we need to do to make that only affect the left? Because it is only affecting the left signal, but it's summing to mono. So if you don't know, some effects within the Multistomp sum to mono, meaning no matter what is split beforehand, it sets it to the mono channel. There's a second effect from that same third-party guy called the RFTM. And let's grab that. Here we go. And as soon as we add this, might be a little hard to hear, but it's split in a way that is a little different. So the right channel came back because of the RFTM. So if I turn that right channel down, then we get the octave effect. You can tell. It's only affecting that one channel. If I turn the left channel down, the octave effect isn't having any effect. So what this block does is defines the split in our chain where we go from our left effects to our right effects. So let's say I also want, on top of my octave, I want a delay. Get a little funky here. Let's make it a filter delay. I like that effect. You can hear that delay is only on the left channel. So now let's add some stuff to our right channel. This is where the caveats come in. There's only a select number of effects that you can add to the right channel. And those effects are the ones that are true stereo. And what that means is you're pretty severely limited. So let's find one that I know works here. Duo phaser. Duo phaser on its own. You might be able to hear that. It affects both channels. The octave and the delay are still only affecting the left channel here, but this duo phaser is affecting both. And we can change that here with this link parameter if we go to stereo. As soon as we're in stereo, the phaser only affects the right channel. So to prove that, let's turn the right channel off. And actually, let's turn that filter delay off as well, because that modulation might make it hard to hear. Actually, let's turn the bass octave off as well, so we hear just the clean signal. No phaser on that one. If I bring the right channel back, we get the phaser, and it's only on the right channel. Turn that right channel off. No phaser. Bring it back. Phaser. Turn the left channel off. Phaser is only on the right channel. So, why is this happening? This is similar to the problem of summing to mono that we saw before we added the RTFM. The way the multistomps deal with the left and right channels is a little bit complicated, but essentially, unless an effect block independently processes the left and right channels, like the duo phaser does if you set it up to a stereo here, you're going to get some interesting behavior. To show you exactly what I mean, let's go to reverbs. A lot of the reverbs are stereo, but the left and right channels bleed into each other. So if I go to, say, let's do HD Hall. So that sounded like it was on both channels, but it's only on the right channel. So if I turn the right channel off, no reverb. But if I turn it back on, we get reverb in both channels. If I turn the left off, you can hear the dry signal in only the right channel, but the reverb is coming out on both left and right. Like I said, unless the effect processes the left and right channels entirely independently, you're going to get this behavior. So this can still be an interesting effect, because you can only apply reverb to one side, but have it come out both sides. So if I want to do, like, let's say I want to do a phaser before my reverb. Let's bring that phaser back. So let's bring to chorus and grab the duo phaser. Go back to stereo. I've got the phaser on the right channel and the reverb on the right channel, but the reverb is coming out of both. And if I bring the left channel back, you get kind of a modulated reverb in a way that you wouldn't otherwise. The other thing this is useful for, if we turn this phaser off, actually I'm going to get rid of it from the chain here, and we turn the bass octave back on, we have the bass octave on the left channel, and the reverb affecting the right channel that doesn't have the octave. So I can get the low end on the left channel and the reverb from the regular range of the guitar. Which gives you a cool kind of really round effect with a nice crisp reverb. So like I said, it is a cool thing that you can use to your advantage here, but it is also a limitation. There aren't any reverbs that I've found that are true stereo. So they're all, from what I've tested, they're all going to do this, where they only affect one channel, but they come out of both channels at the end. So you can't keep reverbs entirely perfectly stereo here. Delays, on the other hand, there are a couple. Same with choruses. This is the one I like. Tremolo delay on one side, filter delay on the other is a wonderful sound. So, just to refresh what we've got here. Divide by zero at the beginning. My left channel, I've got a filter delay on it. Got an RTFM. And I've got a tremolo delay on the other one. So yeah, that's how you can set up separate stereo channels on the Multistomp. Pretty limited. It requires 2 of your effect slots to be entirely eaten up, but it does add a nice level of flexibility to it as well. It lets it do some really cool stuff. Yeah, I hope this helps. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. If you'd like to see anything else from the Multistomp, let me know. I will try my best to get it for you. If I've made a mistake, please correct me. I would love to know that this thing can do more than I said. I am eagerly awaiting the release of the new one, as well as eagerly awaiting my ability to afford it. But yeah, for now, this little box has given me a lot of flexibility, and I hope this video helps it give you a little bit more as well. Alright, bye everybody.